Hello everyone, it's Dr. Christians. You join me here outside of Cottage. This is going to be one of the cottages that we look at this semester as we try to make Hope's housing more sustainable and energy efficient. Let's dive on in. So as we're here in the main entry, you notice at these porch, all of these windows are just going to be single pane glass. Here on the main interior of the house, looks to be the same single pane glass windows here. Let's go on inside. Okay, here we are in the main living space. Quite nice. Good Hope College cottage. But this isn't where we're going to get the most information. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into some of the spaces in the house where we can actually see what's inside. So that's going to be downstairs in the basement and upstairs in the attic. Let's go there. Here we are at the basement. Let's head on down. Just a great Hope College cottage basement. So as we get down here, you can see we have all uninsulated cinder block walls. Some of these windows here, single pane. They look kind of leaky to me. Down here, this is some of the utilities, so we can see the forced air furnace. Looks to be in good shape. Looks like it's working pretty well. As we walk around here, we can see just kind of a tour of the basement. Not sure what this room is, but you can see again some more of these little windows. I want to point out a couple pieces of architecture that maybe you wouldn't have seen or thought about very much before. So if we look up here in the floor joists, you can see there's some insulation packed down here. Behind this insulation, if we take one down, you can see there's just a board. So there's nothing between that board and the exterior wall. We call that board, that's kind of the board that the whole second floor sits on. We call that the rim joist. This insulation is helping to insulate that rim joist. That is actually a big source of heat loss, as we'll be able to find out when we do some calculations. So here we do have some insulation on that rim joist. Not very much, just kind of crammed in there. If we look at other places, down here, for example, you can see that same rim joist, but just wood. No insulation there at all. Here on the front of the house, same thing. So we have this rim joist, but just wood there. So those are some of the key features of the basement. So these exterior cinder block walls that you see here, and that uninsulated rim joist. So here again is the laundry. And I just want to draw your attention to one quick thing that I noticed while I was down here. So the laundry, right, it's a dryer, so it needs to vent. And it vents just out of this, what used to be a window. You can see this here, this is just particle board. And if we head around to the other side, we can see it's just particle board there on the outside as well. So really not a good thermal barrier, right? Just a thin piece of wood. So here I am now on the outside of the house. Just wanted to show you the exhaust of that dryer vent. So if we look around here in the bushes, you can see here's where that dryer vent comes out. And again, just that painted white particle board. So to show you some of the outside of the basement that we were looking at, right here you can see the outside of just the exterior walls. Down here, these are the windows, right? So the rim joist is up here, right in this section. So basically right behind here, there's not really a whole lot of insulation between this siding and straight inside in your house. It's mainly just that one 2x6. So that was a lot of the stuff about the basement. Let's head on upstairs. So we're gonna head upstairs and see what's happening up here. So as you can see, some nice spaces, some bedrooms, I guess if you're really nice and short. More bedrooms on this side. That's great, but what we really want to see to look at the energy efficiency of this place is the attic. So let's find a way to get up there. Okay, so as I was here at the top of the stairs, I looked up and noticed this little entry hatch. This is for the attic up here. Not a lot of space to get in, but we'll see if we can sneak our way up there. Okay, so here we are up in the attic. I was able to turn my flash on. We can get a little bit of a sense of the attic here. So you can notice the roof actually has no insulation, and that's by design. So the attic is supposed to be an unconditioned space. So it's not supposed to be nice and warm up here. The house is supposed to be warm, and this attic is actually supposed to stay cool. That helps with ice buildup on the roof, so that's by design. If we look down here, we can see this whole attic has actually been quite nicely insulated. You can see it's insulated above the joists, really the whole way around. Okay, so one of the last things I wanted to point out is something that I noticed about the exterior windows. So these exterior windows are all single pane, but many of them have these outside storm windows. So here obviously is just screen, but you can see up there we actually have glass. And obviously in the winter, the idea would be to take this second pane of glass and pull it down. That provides then 2 layers of glass that the heat has to go through, which greatly improves the energy efficiency of the windows. So kind of a quick, easy upgrade of single pane windows to make them sort of like a double pane system. All right, you join me again now outside Pole Cottage. So that's the end of our short energy efficiency tour. Hopefully that helps you just visualize and picture what some of these cottages and what some of these spaces and terms actually look like in the real world. We're going to be learning a lot more about these as we continue our journey to make some of these spaces more energy efficient. But that's all for today. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching the video.